I'm playing host highlights. You have to guess how my outfit changes every time. Do you see any differences? No. No? You don't? Oh, still fabulous, of course. But are you? Yeah. So, still, I love you. What's your name? Give it up for Kristen, my favorite audience member. Compliments will get you everywhere. And he did not blow me to get on the show, just so you know. Just so you know, just so you know. But I did change into my hiking heels. These, and then I did put on a unicorn headband with this. I was like analyzing my set in the back, and I was like, oh my God, I shouldn't have done that new material as I'm doing there. But do you guys want to hear another song? All right. But before that, I just want to talk about, it's so funny, Kendall was talking about Vermont and just how it's like this microcosm of liberalism, but then also you have guns, where I think the Berkshires is very similar, but like it's feminine sister, because we don't have guns, but we have Elizabeth Warren, you know, it's like so, we don't have Ford F-150s, we all have Subarus. Like if you live in the Berkshires, you have to drive a Subaru or a Beamer. It's like those are the only two options, that's it. That's it for that, okay. But we do have full speed internet, like everywhere, like world. That was Elizabeth Warren. Give it up for Elizabeth Warren. Isn't she amazing? We do have high speed internet, but that doesn't mean that people aren't awful on that platform. And I hate it because I work in the internet for my day job. I work in social media. It's awful. Yeah, right? Right, Tom? Is it Tom? Yeah. Tom of Finland. Hello. Yeah. Give it up for Tom one more time. Kristen and Tom are working really hard. They're winning the audience award tonight. You still have 2 more comics to go. You can also win, but I can't see you in the back. All right, so this song is about the cesspool of the internet. Let's just hit it. And these heels I can dance in. He's 76 and he lives alone. His lady left the trailer, but he can't seem to leave his home. Poor thing has no place for him to express his rage. Thank God he has his outlet, his trusted Facebook page. His profile pic is Garfield, tricking folks to think he's fun. He goes off on liberal snowflakes and thinks everyone should own a gun. Always quotes the Bible, but never goes to church. He only seems to know things from Breitbart research. If you can say anything nice, say it on the internet. The more you hate your life, the meaner that you get in your life when you have no control. Just live your life like an internet troll. If you can't say anything nice, say it on the internet. Same distance. You can clap too. He did some theater when he was a teen. Because he never made it, he became an evil queen. He's got lots of issues he can't seem to address. He spreads his hate on YouTube because he has no success. If you can't say anything nice, say it on the internet. The more you hate your life, the meaner that you get in your life when you have no control. Just live your life like an internet troll. If you can't say anything nice, say it on the internet. http:// open up your browser and bash. Now we all seem pretty nice, but can we just all agree? Keep it all to yourself, all your negativity. If you can say anything nice, say it on the internet. The more you hate your life, the meaner that you get in your life when you have no control. Just live your life like an internet troll. If you can't say anything nice, say it on the internet. If you can't say anything nice, say it on the internet. Are you ready for more show? This next comedian you may know, she was just on VPR, that's right, Vermont Public Radio, is that right? And she's the winner of Rocco's Dinner Party on Bravo, and I've known her for 20 years. She is phenomenal. She's vivacious and bubbly and such a dream. Put your hands together for Vicki Ferentinos!
How's it going, everybody? Where's Tom? And Kristen. The fun part about the stage is you can't see anyone out there at all. So it's like my childhood. I like it. Tom and I would probably get along well. Be hypercritical. I usually excel. Kristen, don't be too nice. I'll fall. It's fine. Nice to see everybody. I'm so excited to be here. Happy Pride. Come on. You're doing it. You're like, we're doing it. There's torrential rainstorms. We don't care. Come on. Who ran in the race this morning? Exactly. Me neither. I was like, I feel like it seems rough out there. But Vermont's tough, right? You guys are tough people. You could have beat the rain, but not in heels. It was really the heels part that got you. You're like, the rain's fine. I'm not going to wear the heels. No. So I've known Shawn for probably 18 or 20 years. I started doing comedy in New York City. When I first started, I was like, oh my God. I was so excited. I was like, I'm like a pebble that makes a ripple, that makes a wave, that's going to change the world for the good. People were like, are you on heroin? Are you an alcoholic? No, people literally were like, I think she's just got a drinking problem. I was like, no, I'm just like, we're part of this. And all right. And then I stopped doing comedy for a while. And then in Vermont, we moved here about 8 years ago, and then about right as the pandemic started, I was like, I'm going to get back to comedy. And I met all these like people in comedy in this area and then in Burlington, and people were like, oh my God, it's so fun. We're going to be pebbles, makes a ripple, makes a wave. And I was like, they are on fucking heroin here. That's what's happening. Like the first newspaper we bought in Vermont had baby lambs wearing sweaters on the cover of the paper. In the shitstorm of the world, they're like, let's go with baby lambs. That seems topical. I was like, they are on heroin. No, I don't know. No, it's good. It's great. It's great. It's fine. No, I just tend to be like, sometimes when you're really poppy and happy and joyful, people are suspect. You make them a little nervous. So like, is she on too many Xanax? Not enough? Is she doing something? No, it's fine. I just am. I tend to be like this. I make people nervous, but I'm also, my mom would say I'm like a good crazy. I'm like a harmless crazy. I was once asked to leave an Equinox gym on East 85th Street in New York City because they thought I was threatening to fight people. I thought I was being flirtatious. I also thought I was straight at the time, so I may have been threatening to fight people. I'm not sure. It's fine. I grew up in New Jersey. You're welcome. It's fine. Whoop. I know. I feel like it's a good thing to be nervous. No, I did. I grew up in New Jersey. I lived in New York for a long time, and then we moved to Vermont. I am the daughter of an alcoholic dad and a woman who didn't want to have children. Come on. That's where you get a lot of fun. That's what you do. You get a lady who can keep it moving. So that's what I'm saying, Tom, I'm used to this. It's fine. No, Vermont's like really progressive, right? They're always like, oh, my partner. Did you meet my partner? Let me check with my partner. They're vegan. I have a vegan. I don't want to rush them. They're my partner. Let me think about it. And I'm like, how many fucking lesbian law firms are there here? In the state of Vermont, I see the Subarus, but where are the lawyers? Where are the lawyers? And this is where I tell you my wife is gay. She's a gay. It's fine. My wife's here somewhere. I have a gay wife. I'm okay with it. You should be too. We're accepting. She's here and queer, and we're used to it now. It's fine. I was a late gay. I came out in my 30s. Really? I did win the shop award in high school. You're welcome. I did throw the shot put. I built a 16-foot boat. I almost said 15. Oh, pshaw. It was a 16-foot boat that I fiberglassed myself. I also won in art, and I was like, really? And you're a lesbian? Shut up. No. And never knew it at all. I was like, what? Women were like, when'd you come out? I'm like, what, of the bathroom? I don't know what you're talking about. I used to get fully dressed in a woman's locker room in the shower and only look at the ceiling. I'm just saying, if you do this too, you may also be a lesbian. This is not a handbook. It could happen at any point. It's fine. No, I did. I had boyfriends who wanted to get married, and I was like, what do you think? I'm mentally diminished? I grew up on Oprah and Ellen. No, I don't know why you have the wrong idea. I also didn't realize I'm on on dates with men until they took their pants off. And I was like, oh, this was a date. All right. I was thinking about blowjobs, never. But here's the thing. I was thinking when he mentioned it, I was like, how did I know how to give a blowjob? Trisha Lawrence had to write it out for me in my yearbook. Step 1. I know. I just started, I know. Who knew? I didn't know. It's fine. Is that Kristen? No, she's in the back. Okay. No, I didn't know. It was just like, what? But when I did realize I was gay, I was like, oh my God, I wasn't like, I think I'm bi. I was like, I'm so fucking gay. This is hilarious. I had so many women in the closet with me, my Weight Watchers coach, so many people. I didn't talk to my friend in high school, my best friend, because she kissed a guy. I was like, blasphemy. You're a whore. But anyway, the point is, when I came out, I told everyone. I was like skipping. I was like, newspapers, like gay. People, I was like, what are you, gay. I'm a lesbian. That's right. I like the ladies. Anyway, the point is, people will be like, I just wanted to know what you liked on your bagel. I'm like, a lesbian. The point is, it took me a long time to realize it. And I told, newspaper, TV, magazine, it was just like anyone, not related question. I was out and proud. And I remember a guy on Fifth Avenue, I left therapy. You're welcome. I had a gay therapist. I Googled it. I'm just telling you, I was like, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to get a gay therapist. So I'm on Fifth Avenue, and I got called a dyke for the first time. And I cheered. I was like, they've processed my paperwork. This is fucking amazing. I had no idea how long it would take. I was like, the cats probably told him. I was so non-related. Once on the highway, someone called me a fat bitch. I also went home and cheered because I was like, I'd never been called a bitch before. I felt like it was exciting. Not related to being gay. Sorry. It was a tangent. Okay, so I did. When I came out, I was in my 30s. I took a bus home. Actually, I took a train. I'm lying now. I don't want to lie about transportation. It's important. But I loaded my laundry onto the train. If you have a child who lives in New York City, even if they're 32, they may also bring their laundry home. It's fine. But I brought it home to my mom's house. And she wasn't shocked about that. She was a little shocked that I was gay. And she's like, do you have to tell anyone? I'm like, I've already told everyone. I'm just like, all right. And the next morning, 12 hours later, she and I were watching Damages on DVR. It's a show with Glenn Close. It's fine. You don't have to know it. It's nothing to do with the story. But we're in the living room on the couch watching TV, and all of a sudden, a car drives through my mom's living room. My neighbor obviously did not like the gays, and he heard about it. No, my neighbor was an 85-year-old guy. He stepped on the gas pedal instead of the brake, and he flew through my mom's living room, landed on the coffee table. Again, I grew up in questionable situations. I go completely calm in emergencies. I'm great. If they said we had to evacuate, I'm going to tell you where to go. I'm just telling you I'm good. So I'm calm. My mom's screaming. We're all physically fine. There's gas spewing all over the living room because he decides he can back out of the house. And I'm like, sir, you cannot, this is an undue situation. I'm like, Mom, call 911. We need an ambulance. We need a tow truck. We need the fire department. Police. They all come. Every guy from my Woods and Metals class is there. My concern is where are the cats, but it's fine. Yeah, but we're both fine. Like, everybody in this situation is physically fine. And the weird thing happens, like, a few weeks later, my mom stops being able to, write. My mom at this point is 69 years old, just to tell you. She's like a lady in Talbot's Fully Put Together. She's reads a book a week, does New York Times crossword puzzle, went to Barnard in New York City. Yeah, she's got it, yeah. And then I have stains on my clothes and I just got dressed. Anyway, it was just the point of so she's together, but all of a sudden she stops being able to write and then stops dropping some words. So we think it's PTSD. This is going to be a comedy show. I feel like I need to hold your hand, Tom. It's fine. No, but then she starts losing her short-term memory. So imagine being a newly proud out lesbian with a mother who forgot what just happened. So So I came out to my mom over pancakes. I came out to my mom at Fuddruckers. I came out to my mom when she met my first girlfriend. I came out to my mom the next day when she met her again. I came out to my mom when we broke up and I was devastated. I came out to my mom when she wanted to meet my now wife, when she was just wearing a shirt and wanted to pick her up at the train. I was like, you're gonna have to wear pants first. I came out then. I came out to my mom so many fucking times, and I'm pretty sure by the time she passed away, she also thought she was a lesbian. Or at least bi. It's fine. No. I grew up in kind of a wacky situation, which is fine. I think it makes me colorful and builds character. I'm a woman who's ridden a lot of service elevators. I'm just telling you, I'm of the people. You may not all be my people. It's fine. I'm like a food service lady. You know what I mean? We have grit on our hands. It's fine. That doesn't make you a lesbian. It just makes you tough. So the point is, growing up, my dad, I always thought he was a mailman because he was always home when I got home from school, like Julianne Polano's dad. And then I found that he was just an alcoholic and he didn't deliver anything. It was a little weird. This got awkward, Tom. No, so my wife is gay. I mentioned her. She's very nice and whatever. She does have resting bitch face, just so you know. If you've met her, you'd agree. You may be intimidated by her. She says that's her CIA look and don't talk about it. She also hates the B word, so that's uncomfortable. I did used to say resting cunt face because I thought that was hilarious. She thought it was less funny. She's so I tell people this and they never believe me. This stool is popping up in the way all the time. But anyway, she is like one of those soft, squishy people on the inside who like saves turtles. If I hug you, it's probably because she told me to. You know what I mean? Like she's that person. But if she doesn't smile, she looks like she's going to bludgeon you with a field hockey stick. And then I, on the other hand, am like a golden retriever, like, hey guys, what's going on? I'm waving at you blocks away, and I made you muffins, right? And I have a bat in my car, and I've written down your home address. I'm just saying, we're the yin and yang of relationships, and you have to do it. And unfortunately, she's also she's very organized too, you know, like turns all the labels forward and folds things in tiny squares, and I'm like more like a this folder. It's not like sleeping with the enemy because I can swim, but it's fine. It's just saying. And she's very supportive and agreeable to me. She's like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. Let's do it. Let's have this show here. It's all good. Just saying, she's like very supportive and encouraging. And again, I did not grow up that way. Because I'm like, how am I going to rise above if you're not going to hold me back? How am I going to be a phoenix from the ashes if you're not going to burn this shit to the ground? Some of the things she's agreed to have led to crazy fucking situations because she believed in me. I'm like, you were supposed to stop me. What is happening? Yeah, so I was a chef for like 20-something years in New York, or actually 16 years in New York City, and then a few years here. But I was like my A game there. I was like, you know what? I had pearl earrings, wore my hair in a thing, and had like Mayor Bloomberg and New York Symphony, and was like, you know, do the thing. And then there was an election. We're not going to talk about it. Anyway, and so like 8 years ago, I came home and I was like, I have the best idea. Let's move to Vermont and open the cutest little place. So we'll have little covered pedestals, and I can make little shortbread cookies and hang them in the window from Grow Grain Ribbon. We only have to make like 20 sandwiches a day. It's going to be so much fun, and we can hang a gone fishing sign. Won't you do it? It'll just be adorable. And I hear me, and I want to slap the shit out of me. Because we had both never been to Vermont before. We had never heard of a leaf peeper before. Oh. And I had never met me as a customer before. It was a lot. So my wife was taking barista lessons in Brooklyn. A woman who never wanted to work in food service was making fucking leaves on drinks. So we did. We moved to Vermont, and I was in a 5x5 kitchen, and I could touch every wall. And it was it. We were like, oh my God, this is so much fun. And then I learned what leaf peepers were. And we got really busy because you guys have a lot more weed places now, but there's still a lot enough food places, and there's a lot of customers. So there would be like lines of people to the sidewalk, and it was like fun at first and great and whatever. And then you see the person you love start to break. My wife's tell she was breaking was she started to slam everything and then say, "Have an excellent day." So slam, 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 have an excellent day with resting bitch face is fucking terrifying to people. Right? I would say if she says it 3 times, clear the area. Because shit is going to get really real. My tell I was losing it was I started to speak with a British accent. Yes. Because that's what people do sometimes in therapy, I hear, yeah. And it wasn't like a highfalutin British accent. It was a, "Please, sir, I want some more." I was screaming into the air vent in my kitchen, "Why won't they let the wee one out of here? They hate me." People thought it was fucking hilarious. We were never busier. I had like friends who would show up early before we open and line up. And I was like, these fucking wankers hate us. It literally, I was like, they hate us. They're here again. It became insane. And people were like, oh my God, everyone tells us to come here. I'm like, really? The town's full of drunks and liars. Drunks and liars everywhere. No, I did. I lost it. If you met me then, I'm sorry. But you also came for the show, which is I'm sorry for you. I'm just saying it was a lot. We did that. And then we decided to sell one day, and people were devastated. They're like, oh my God, is it true? And I'd always be like, no, this isn't a baby. And then they were nervous. No, I did. We sold, and a woman came from Orange County, California. She's like, oh my God, this is going to be so much fun. I'm going to make quiches and avocado toast and little scones and little codicils and thing. And I just stood there smiling while screaming on the inside, one day more. And then we had the pandemic. And who did that? That was fun. Come on. It's so weird. I'm saying new things, Tom. You're welcome. Yeah, there is like... I don't know. I'm just shocked people are so shocked by the current administration. Really? Come on. Don't you remember it? He doesn't like brown people, not too brilliant gay people, likes his women boobs and blonde and things and the look. No? Really? Shocked? We're shocked. Come on. Come on. And then we had a pandemic. I'm thinking Dust Bowl this time. Right? What are we going to get? I don't know. Don't say it. And the Elon thing. No, I just think of things that I'm shocked about in my life. I'm shocked I've never pushed anyone down a flight of stairs. Right? I'm shocked I've never publicly cleared a counter. Those things are shocking. The fact that you have an older white straight guy who's just really angry, wants his way, not that shocking, really. It's not. It's true. It's true. It's very true. Yeah, I lost 40 pounds last year. What? Stop it. Yay! And then I had a little cancer. I left it in New Hampshire. I don't know why that's still funny to me that I left my cancer in New Hampshire. It's fine. I'm fine now. Then we sold our house, then our dog died, then we moved, then Trump won again, and then I gained 43 pounds. But I've lost 7, so down 4 if we're counting. I'm just saying, not as fun. I'm doing it, counting points again. Nobody knows what I'm talking about. You have to know. You've got to know. People know. You know. Thanks. This person I can see and hear in the front row. It's fine. No, I like food. I think it's fun. I used to really like fast food. I'd hide it from myself in the car. My wife would find the wrappers in the console. She found my latest spot. I was doing under the seat for a while. See, my thing is if I can hide it from myself, it didn't happen. No? I did graduate therapy this year. What? Come on! I also changed my health insurance. But anyway, we called it a graduation. We did. We called it a graduation. What I learned in therapy is, as I used to have a lot of anxiety. I know, really, growing up, they called me Valium girl, Tom. But yet, whatever. No, I did. I would have a lot of anxiety. And the therapist said, anxiety is normal, right? It's your natural resistance. You're supposed to have it, right? Cavemen had anxiety, and that's whatever. You need it to keep yourself safe, but it can't be the driver of the car. It has to ride with you. This is our group therapy session we're having right now. You're welcome. This is what you get for a year. You're welcome. Fast forward. Yeah, so I'm like, okay, you're not right. And I try to do that. Like if I'm like in a situation that I know is going to make me nervous, I'm like, it's going to be fine. You're an adult lady. You're the driver. You can order tomatoes. Or you can tell them you don't want tomatoes on that. No, I'm just kidding. I don't order the tomato. But no, and big problem I do have is still flying. Anybody fearful of flying? No, it's just me. That's weird. That's fine. I didn't think it was that big of a deal. It's fine. I'll stand over here now. There's no allies out here. No, I am. And I, again, start asking weeks before I work it in. Can I get turkey and thing, and am I going to live on that flight? They're like, what, miss? We just want to know what kind of bread you wanted on your sandwich. I was like, no, am I going to live on my flight that I'm taking? I just like to check the area, the consensus. I once took a flight from Edinburgh back home. I didn't have my mom's Xanax in my bag anymore, so I had to fly without it. And I was through a lot of turbulence. I'm one of those people who pushes the button a lot. We've met me, though, on a plane, right? Even though you aren't me. You know the lady who's like a little too chatty, talking to everybody, also scared shitless. I'm the one in Bridesmaid who would have said there's a lady churning butter on the wing. Like, I push the button, I'm like, are we going to be okay? Just let me know. Signal to me if we're not. They're never going to let me know. But anyway, I don't know what I think I'm going to do, craft a tiny aircraft and fly, but maybe. So on the way back from Edinburgh, it was like a really bumpy flight, and this man could sense me. He's like, I sense crazy is next to me. So he avoided eye contact for the 5-hour flight with his book. And finally, it just got out of control, and I had to let him know that we would have to meet. And I'm like, sir, I may have touched his book, actually, or just gestured. You're going to have to help me through this, sir. My name's Vicki, and you're going to have to hold my hand through the flight, and I'm really sorry, but it's best for everyone. And I like to say where friendship was born that day, because I learned he was a widow, and he fell in love in Edinburgh, and he's one of his adult children. Anyway, he did hold my hand. At one point, he did say, could I loosen the grip? But it was fine. It was delightful. And I thought, okay. And so, again, my wife is fully aware what she signed up for. So when we're going to fly together, she has a crafting kit for me. She's got little snacks. I had a little loom on the way back from Hawaii on a flight. I made beaded bracelets for everyone in our row and the row before us. I was like, what's your colors, Joni? Great, purple and pink, we're doing it. I was like, I needed a little things for my idle hands. Stop pushing the button, really. So it was fine the first flight. But then we're on the flight waiting to fly back from LA to New York, and I don't know what the thing is they do, but they plug the plane into something, and then they don't. And all of a sudden, all of the power in the plane turned off. And I was like, you're an adult lady. Everything's going to be okay. You're making your bracelets. It's going to be fine. Don't talk about it. We're okay, right, Joe? We're good. We're good, guys. We're all still good. We're all going to be good. This is totally fine. Making bracelets for everybody, and it's probably fine. Somebody who knows more probably has something. And then 2 rows back, a 10-year-old pipes up. And he's like, what do we do if the plane stops while we're in the air? No response. I spoke up for the youth and I shouted, "What the fuck do we do if the plane stops while we're in the air?" His mother was mortified. It was fine. We made it. It was fun, whatever. But then at the end, they started doing a lot of those hard turns where they don't tell you what's going to happen. I was like, it means we're going to die, right? But anyway, no. And so my wife knew what to do. She immediately used her phone, even though she couldn't, and rented us a car because they diverted our plane. Anyway, 4 of us drove back from Rochester that day. And more friendships were formed. No, it's fine. I try to be like a calmer lady. It's fine. We did do the pandemic. You guys did it too. We learned who crazy was on the listserv. Right? Just a few people. You're like, we're not going to save that one in the flood. We'll save them last. We just saying, does everyone know what the listserv is? Yes. Do you know nobody outside of here knows what the listserv is? I'm like, they're communicating on an abacus. Somehow they're selling buckets with holes in it for $400. I don't know what's going on. I feel like it's like there's a whole sub thing that I haven't learned yet. I didn't know. Right? Because they'll always be like, rusty bike, missing a seat, $175. And then the next email is like, sold. I'm like, what the fuck is happening here? Right? Chest missing all the drawers. One leg. $780. Too many responses. Sold to the first person. I was like, what's going on? Really? Come on. Come on. No, he did talk about the breakup. You know, I don't know. I think I don't want to be political, but I don't even know if it's funny anymore. It's just so silly. It's like I don't even know that I hate Trump. I just don't even hate him because it's like so much energy to hate. Like hate is like, you think about him too much. You're like, oh, I think about those things from like 12 years ago that I should have said something else. Leave it to that. I can't like hate. I feel like he would be a guy that could, like, it's just the wrong guy for the job. It's just the wrong guy for the job. Like, if he managed a deli, right, you'd be like, he's fucking awesome. I love Don. Right? You'd be like, he's got the best fucking grilled cheese sandwiches. And he's like, I have fucking grilled cheese. You're like, I love it. You'd go in shouting. I would. I'd be like, I want to see the biggest grilled cheese. Like, I would be like, the best ever. The best and best. I was like, okay. You would love that. You would be like, I know, because people, we got so many customers, me being crazy. I'm just saying, I would be a really fucking busy deli. If it was, you would be like, I don't know, I want number 7 because he said it was the best one. You're like, all right, I believe you. But I just think, yeah. It's silly. Now it's just silly. And then these Elon and the thing and the fighting. I don't have any humor here. It's just dumb because you're like, you can't even say it. And then it just feels like a really... Okay, I'm going to say it now. I'm a 51-year-old lady. No, you're not. How's that possible? I don't know. I don't believe you. I know. You look great. Thank you. So here's the thing. And it could, but it's a weird moment in life when you realize your balls are bigger than some men, right? Isn't it? It's strange. And you're like, these people are fighting over a thing. And the guy's like, I'm going to take around I'm saying all the wrong words, Tom. Again, you can correct me later. But here's the thing. He's like, I'm going to dismantle the dragon thing or something. And they got the penis ships and the whatever. It's like 10-year-old boys. There's no comedy here, but it's true. We're going to keep it going in a second. I'm going to go. Don't worry, Shannon. It's fine. You're like, I shouldn't have encouraged her. Should I talk about? No, I do find that I learn the same life lessons over and over. Anybody else? That's a fun one. Yes. Here, I'll share some in case you don't remember. Skinny people don't eat a lot of food. What? Come on! Get on! Really? Come on! They're always like, oh, I ate so much. I'm like, shut up! I've eaten more while you're talking. No, I have a friend, Skinny Robin, and I was like, what do you eat? And she's like, I had an apple on Tuesday. And she's like, whenever I want potato chips, I just breathe in the bag. What? I mean, an entire family-sized bag of potato chips while breathing the entire time, Robin? What are you saying to me? I also found out when I left my last job in Vermont, actually, when I gave notice, also life lesson, only give 2 weeks notice. No matter how many times they're like, let us know as soon as you decide. Don't fall for it. Because I gave 7 weeks notice. That is so hard fucking to pull off. 7 weeks notice? Week 1 and 2, the whole time I'm like, it's me, not you. It's me, not you. Week 3 and 4, I'm like, it's a little bit you. I'm going to be honest. Week 5 and 6, I'm like, it's been fucking you guys the entire time. Week 7, I didn't wear pants because I was like, fucking eject me from the building. Take me out. Yeah. All right, I'm going to leave on this, I think. Oh, join you in the audience. It's fine. We'll talk to the next comedian. No, thanks for coming. Thanks for supporting. Probably you guys got all the flags up, doing the things. Come on. Is Charlotte still on the corner doing her Black Lives Matter each week, too? I like Charlotte. We used to go by Charlotte's place and shout out the window, would you stop letting that place look like such a shithole, Charlotte? Because she did such a nice job. She thought it was funny. We never said shithole. But anyway, it's between Charlotte and I. Actually, I'll put it on the listserv tomorrow. She's just fun. I like it that she's her sole protest sometimes. I may show up with her an opposing sign sometimes just to mess with her. Just kidding. It's getting weird. Okay, you probably heard this joke, but it's fine. No, I remember why I'm here. Sometimes I show up places and I forget why I waited so long and where I am. Does anybody else do that? Anybody else walk in a room and don't remember why they went there? It may be a problem, but I don't think so. Now that we've all agreed, I like that about it. I can't talk about it. It's fine. I did try to work on this joke once, and my dad died of a brain tumor, my mom of Alzheimer's, and when they tried to ask me if I should wear a bike helmet, I think they're fucking with me. It's not a funny joke, but Tom got it. It's fine. It's weird. This feels like my own one-woman show, because it is fun. You should all test coming up here, because literally I could see no one. But just once in a while I hear Tom and this lady in a hat. What's your name? I know. Oh, hey, Christine. Christine's in the front, guys. We're all good. What's going on, Christine? Did you bring? All right. Sorry, it's awkward. Christine, we're staying by horses today. Shannon is thrilled. It's okay. You guys can come over. We have an Airbnb in Plymouth. It's fine. I'll put it on the listserv again, too. If you own the house in Plymouth, it's really nice. Thank you for having it. I forgot what I was saying, Christine. It's fine. No, so I don't have children. I shouldn't end this way again since Christine's here. Let me back it up. Yeah. Let's do it. Okay. I don't have children. No way. I feel like I guess I always, I used to say I would have kids and I just like the shoes and I drop it off for my mom to raise. And my friend's like, no, I think you should feel like you really want them. And I was like, oh, maybe. I don't know. And my friend, a new friend that I met, new coworker, he had said that we do have a dog, and I never say like it's my child, though I do have it call me mom. But anyway, it's fine. And he said, well, animals are not like kids. Like you'd never go to like a doctor and they say your child has cancer, and you wouldn't be like, put it to sleep. And I just stood there thinking, maybe. We did have an oncologist for my dog, but some kids I don't like. So I'm just saying, I never felt that like maybe we should do it. And it would take a little work. And so, but people usually are shocked because especially if they have a lot of kids and they want to relate. And they're like, hey, do you have kids? And I ran into a friend from high school and she's like, Vicki, I'm just shocked you don't have kids. And I don't understand. And I'm just really shocked. And I was like, really? You're shocked about this? You're shocked? I gave this punchline already, but I'm using it again. I am just shocked. I've never pushed anyone down a flight of stairs still. But I'm like, it's not that shocking because my wife's sperm is not as powerful as it used to be because she, too, is through menopause. Okay, I'm done. I love the next comedian coming up. Put your hands together for Shawn Hollenbach, who's doing a fantastic job, and I'm going to walk off stage. Thank you so much.
And keep it going for yourselves tonight. Happy Pride, everyone. Also, give it up for Vicki Ferentinos. And Kendall Farrell. Kendall, are you out there? If you are, come back up. Are you with Bitsy? Is Bitsy in the audience? Oh, there he is. Come on up. And also give it up for the theater here tonight. Give it up for the town of Woodstock. And give it up for yourselves. Have a wonderful Pride. Should we take a bow? And these shoes. Look at these. Aren't they great? Thank you.